There is a test you don't even know you're taking. It does not feel like a test. It feels like a normal moment. A simple conversation. A quiet interaction. No questions. No pressure. No obvious signs. Nothing that makes you pause. Nothing that makes you prepare. Just silence. And observation. INFJs don't test people loudly. They don't announce what they're looking for. They don't say, "I'm trying to understand you." But quietly, they are always watching, always noticing how you speak, how you react, how you treat others when nothing is at stake, how you behave when no one is rewarding you. And without realizing it, you begin to reveal everything, not all at once, but slowly, naturally, your intentions, your character, your truth. And INFJs take it all in, calmly, silently. Why do INFJs do this? Why do they test people in silence, instead of asking directly? Because silence shows more than questions ever could. In this video, we explore 12 calm and powerful ways INFJs understand people, without saying a word. And once you see it, you may realize you've been tested too. 1. They watch how you treat people who can't benefit you. INFJs notice how you act when there is nothing to gain. Not when you're trying to impress. Not when you're being watched. Not when there is something at stake. But in quiet, ordinary moments. Moments most people overlook. Moments that feel unimportant. How you speak to someone with less power. How you respond to inconvenience. How you treat people who cannot give you anything in return. A server. A stranger. Someone who made a small mistake. These moments matter. More than big gestures. More than impressive words. Because they are unfiltered. They are real. Because no performance is needed there. And that is exactly why INFJs pay attention. So INFJs stay quiet. They don't interrupt. They don't question. They don't point it out. They simply observe. Carefully. Patiently. And in that observation, they see the truth. Not the version you show, but the version you live. 2. They pay attention to consistency. INFJs don't trust words alone. Words can be shaped, adjusted, polished for effect. But actions repeat. So they watch for alignment. What you say, and what you do. Do they match? Do your actions support your words? Or do they slowly drift apart? At first, it may not be obvious. But INFJs notice small shifts, small gaps, small moments where something feels off. They notice patterns, small inconsistencies, repeated behaviors, subtle contradictions. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just quiet differences, over time. They don't call it out immediately. They don't confront. They don't challenge you. They simply remember. They store it, piece by piece. Because over time, patterns reveal everything. And INFJs trust what repeats, more than what is said once. 3. They let you talk without interrupting. INFJs give you space. Real space. Not just silence, but presence. More space than most people. They don't rush to speak. They don't prepare their response while you are talking. They don't compete for attention. They listen. Fully. Completely. Without distraction. And when you feel heard, something changes. You relax. You open up. You talk more. You share more. You go deeper than you expected. You reveal more than you planned. Because you feel safe. And INFJs notice it all. The words. The tone. The meaning beneath the surface. Even what you hesitate to say. Even what you avoid. This is one of their quiet tests. Not forced. Not planned. Just natural. Because when people feel heard, they reveal themselves. 4. They observe your reactions under pressure. Pressure changes people. Even small pressure. Even quiet tension. It reveals what calm moments can hide. INFJs watch this carefully. Not to judge, but to understand. How do you respond when things go wrong? Do you stay grounded? Do you blame others? Do you become harsh or understanding? Do you react or respond? They don't need dramatic situations. They don't wait for big conflict. Even small moments are enough. A delay, a disagreement, an inconvenience. A plan that doesn't go your way. A small frustration. Because in pressure, filters drop, reactions become real, and the real self appears. And INFJs are always watching. Not loudly, just quietly, taking it in. 5. They notice how you handle boundaries. INFJs value boundaries. Even the quiet ones. Even the ones that are not clearly spoken. They feel them. They sense them. So they test gently. Not in a direct way, but through small actions. Sometimes without you realizing. They may say no. They may step back. They may create space. Nothing dramatic. Just subtle distance. And then, they watch. Do you respect it? Do you understand it, without explanation? Or do you push? Do you question it? Do you try to override it? Do you listen? Or ignore? Your response tells them everything. Because respect for boundaries is respect for the person. And INFJs notice that deeply. 6. They stay silent to see what you fill it with. Silence is powerful. Most people fear it. INFJs don't. They understand it deeply. So sometimes, they say nothing. They pause. They allow space to exist. They don't rush to fill it. They don't rescue the moment. And then, they watch. What do you do with that silence? Do you rush to fill it? Do you become uncomfortable? Do you reveal something deeper? Do you speak without thinking? Do you try to control the space? Silence removes structure. It removes control. And in that space, truth slips out. Naturally. Without effort. Silence invites truth. And INFJs use it, quietly. 7. They observe how you speak about others. INFJs listen carefully, when you talk about people. Not casually. Not passively. But deeply. Friends. Family. Strangers. How do you describe them? With respect. With judgment. With empathy. Do you show understanding? Or criticism? Do you speak with care? Or with sharpness? Because how you speak about others often reflects how you think. And eventually, how you may speak about them. And even, how you may speak about the INFJ one day. So INFJs don't interrupt. They don't correct. They don't challenge your words. They simply listen. Carefully. Quietly. And take note. 8. They watch for emotional awareness. INFJs are emotionally attuned. Naturally. Deeply. So they notice, if you are too. Not through questions. But through behavior. Do you recognize feelings? Yours, and others. Do you notice when someone is uncomfortable? Do you respond with empathy? Or dismiss what you don't understand? Do you make space for emotion? Or avoid it? They don't ask directly. They observe. Through small interactions. Through everyday moments. Through reactions to emotion. Because emotional awareness matters deeply to them. It shapes connection. It shapes trust. And they are always noticing it. 9. They give you time instead of pressure. INFJs don't rush people. They don't force answers. They don't demand clarity too soon. They allow time. Because time reveals truth. Not instantly, but slowly. They let situations unfold naturally. They let conversations evolve. They don't interrupt the process. They don't push for quick conclusions. And in that space, you reveal who you are. Without pressure. Without performance. Without feeling watched. Just naturally. And that is exactly what they want to see. The unforced version of you. 10. They notice your intentions, not just actions. Actions matter. But INFJs look deeper. They don't stop at what you did. They look at why you did it. They look at intention. Why did you say that? Why did you act that way? Was it genuine? Or self-serving? Was it thoughtful? Or strategic? They sense motivation. Subtle, but clear. Through tone. Through timing. Through context. And this becomes part of their quiet evaluation. Because intention shapes everything. It shapes meaning. It shapes trust. And INFJs pay attention to that layer, deeply. 11. They watch how you handle their silence. INFJs are not always expressive. They can be quiet, reserved, thoughtful, comfortable in stillness. So they observe how you respond to that. Do you respect their silence? Do you allow it to exist? Or do you pressure them to open up? Do you become impatient? Do you assume something is wrong? Or do you stay calm? Do you accept their rhythm? Or try to change it? Your reaction matters. Because it shows how you handle difference. How you respond to what you don't control. And whether you can accept them as they are. Without forcing them to be louder. 12. They wait to see who you are over time. INFJs don't rush conclusions. They don't label people quickly. They don't decide after one interaction. They wait. They observe over time. Across situations. Across moods. Across moments. They watch how you change. Or stay the same. Because a single moment does not define a person. Anyone can have a good day. Anyone can have a bad moment. But patterns do. Consistency does. So they give it time. They allow the full picture to form. And in that time, the truth becomes clear. Not forced. Not rushed. Just revealed. INFJs do not test people loudly. They don't ask obvious questions. They don't create pressure. They don't demand answers. Their way is quieter. Softer. But deeply intentional. They observe. They listen. They wait. And through that patience, they understand people in a way most don't. Not just what you say, but who you are. So if you ever feel like someone is quietly watching, not judging, not rushing, just understanding, you may be in the presence of an INFJ. And if they choose to trust you, if they choose to open up, know this. You passed a test you never even saw. If this resonated with you, you may understand INFJs more deeply now. Or maybe you are one. Stay observant. Stay thoughtful. Stay true. Because in a world that speaks loudly, your quiet understanding is rare and powerful.